actually. We had. I'm helping out. I'm on the committee of a shul now, so it's a lot more work than I anticipated it, but it ended up being very nice.
Hashem will reward you 5 billion times for
I hope
everybody
so.
knows that.
Amen.
That's
Thank
how
you.
it works.
Yo,
Look who it
Oh,
is.
there he is.
Oh, yeah.
There
what's
he
up?
is.
No, you can't get like a phone stand or something. I'm gonna watch you fucking wiggle throughout this whole thing.
You know what? I want to come to your office right now and do this with you. Could we do
Let's come
that?
on. Yeah.
How far away are you?
Where are you? 30 what?
37th,
I'm on
50th Broadway.
47, so like 10 minutes I'll get there.
Uh,
I feel like we're here now, but
yeah, I feel
you
like
gotta
I
work
feel like
on
we're
you gotta
doing this
work on
right.
We
just
can,
lean it on a computer or something. Also, it's not a great view. We're getting this undercarriage view of you.
I'm in the front because in the back there's a lot of gas going on.
There you
That's
go.
good.
There you go. I
That's
like
better.
that
What's
vest
up?
look. You look good.
Thank you. Thank you.
You look very happy.
I am.
I
We
know
2
you
and
are.
0, 2 and 0 post trade.
Yeah.
I got the X Factor of the week. Meanwhile, it's really, really, really Roditi. Guy had 7 steals last night. Unbelievable guy.
How much do you love him?
I love the guy.
I've been trying to like gatekeep him and tell him that like, I've been trying to talk shit on him behind the scenes so that he would always come to me. And then it just, it got out. And now everyone knows he's awesome.
He really is. Guy was playing football and basketball last night.
It was wild. He's really so good. So I do want to say, because Stephen, I guess that, I'm sure that you have this lovely agenda for today.
I got things planned. You just let me know when I'm
All
allowed to
right, good.
visit.
So, like,
All
again,
right.
we're going to save a lot of time because we don't have to interview Dave because everyone knows him. But it really is so amazing that when he's 0-3 or struggling, he cowers like a little bitch. And all of a sudden, he makes this fucking trade, and the Davidev old comes alive with his arrogance
Listen,
and
it's
cockiness.
nothing new. Nobody likes losing, and Iran, you've been 15-1 in your last 2 seasons.
It's not
So
about me. We're not talking about me.
I'm just
It's not
saying,
about me.
no one likes
No,
losing.
I know. No, well, I think that Esmo or ChatGPT said it correctly. The league is better when you're winning. The chatter is a lot more intense when you're winning. I never wanted you to not be the face of the league. That was what Stephen said, that you weren't the face of the league, but I always said that you
Okay.
were before he
By the
crowned.
way, by the way, speaking about Steven, I do have to give him a shout out. I actually have to give you both a shout out. Steven, in his first or second episode, called me out and he said that I can't really be as dominant anymore. And I would need to change things up in my game. And if you look at the last 2 weeks box score, I'm not scoring 30. I'm putting 16, 17, but my assists are 5 assists and my rebounds are more and I'm passing the ball. I'm slowing down the offense. So I actually listened to Rana and took his advice instead of being
See?
sour and just trying to prove him wrong. And it works a lot. And I have to give a shout out to you, Ed, because I said, how does this guy keep winning? This guy,
Because I
he's
suck.
unbelievable. And then I realized that he lets his teammates do what they have to do. So
Yeah, that's the truth. So I'm happy to hear that you took my advice. I wish somebody can give me some advice to not suck.
So
But I don't know what
basically,
it is.
basically what Dave said is, Stephen, thank you for your advice. You're very smart and you helped him. And Eddie, credit to you because you suck so much that your team has to do more. So that was basically your two
not
compliments.
that
But
not that you suck
they were
so
both
much.
presented as
Yeah,
compliments, which is
yeah, they're
what's
both
important.
present, but only one was really a compliment. But Dave, I do want to give you a compliment. It's for being a superstar in the league. I always looked at your game, other than you being the most arrogant prick in the entire world. I always looked at your game, and you never played like the guy who needed to take 800 shots, even though you really were that guy for a lot of your teams and a lot of the seasons. You never played that way. You always played team basketball. You always looked for the open shot, not necessarily your shot. So to have a team that complements it now, it's a fucking scary team that you have. It's a scary, scary, scary team. The league is on notice. Steven, I only have one question for Davide, just one, and then the rest it's your show. You do what you got to do.
Okay.
Dave,
Talk to me.
was it a fair trade?
So I knew this topic was going to come up. So
Oh wow, you're so smart.
I prepared myself a little bit. And the way I view the trade, not only this trade, but really all trades in general, everyone walks out of draft night, very happy with their team, and their team is the best and best.
Not Abeco, not Abeco. Yeah.
But even though Apeco's team this year, him, Roditi, and Jacob, it's a nice that's a core three right there. But anyway, sometimes it just doesn't work. Like I thought me and Sammy would be an unstoppable package. Didn't turn out that way. And same goes for Edko's team. Same goes for Dennis's team. Things just don't click, and sometimes you got to blow it up. So, did I win the trade? Maybe, probably. But also, you have Abe and Sammy who are two 30-point scorers. That's 60 points. If you look at the scores, 60 points in this league gets you a win. So, yes and no.
It does against us, I can tell you that much.
Yes, yeah, yes and no, I would say, because
Okay.
Sammy is a scary package.
Okay.
That's a fair answer, and
Nice.
also sending away a superstar like that is a risk on anybody's part, regardless of who else is part of the package. So I feel like you did it maybe because of like you said, chemistry reasons more than pure individual talent reasons.
I think that the kicker of the trade was the one guy that you kept was DJ, who fits in perfectly with what you do. And DJ's playing great ball. He's
Some chess.
what?
That was just me playing chess.
Yeah, that was the right move. And DJ's playing great ball, and this is a team where he has thrived and can continue to thrive. It's a rough team. Like no one wants to face you, man. So kudos to you. And yeah, it was a wild trade, and it's going to be an interesting season.
Our first win post trade was against Apeco's team, so people could have said, "Oh, not a real win." But last night against Teddy's team, Teddy's got a good team, and
And
we
he's
were
got a good team.
three against them.
And
So,
he's got a good team.
And everybody was there. There were no subs and whatever.
right.
That
So
was
let's
that was
so
that
let's
was
analyze
exciting.
that game. Since we're on it, let's analyze that game. We have 4 games to go through, and that's part of what we do here. The boring part, in my opinion, but it's part of what we do here.
I love you, Steve.
Unbelievable balance. 16, Jacob Satin 14. Joey Zool even got involved. Wow.
He's been playing. He had 28 last week, 13 or 14 last night. He's been playing great.
Zool
I
2.0.
I played against him where we would foul him on purpose because he was such an awful free throw shooter, and it says that he went 5 for 5 from the line. Is he practicing or is it just a fluke?
I think it's his confidence. I'm
Really? Could be. It could be.
telling
Yeah, holding Team Teddy to 51 is great, and like you said, 60 points gets you a win, especially after a month off, and everybody's probably came in 8 pounds heavier than they were a month ago.
Really crazy. The scoring was so like, and again, we could get to your game in particular, and Davida, we definitely want your thoughts on it. But like, you look at the scores 48, 50, 46, like
Yeah.
we were all,
1 month off of basketball.
it's
Yep.
crazy, but it's really crazy. Like, normally, okay, 1 month off of basketball. Okay, so then you could say the defense isn't there, but it was ugly. It was ugly.
It
Ugly
was.
all around. So talk to me about your game. Do you think that that Team Teddy has like chemistry issues, or you just think that they were off? I mean, I saw just like the first half of your game. Again, your team is swarming between DJ and Roditi, and then Jacob just hits those threes in your face, and you obviously do what you do. But Team Teddy looked good. It looked like Teddy was missing a couple of shots that he normally hits, that he wasn't getting a call here or there, but. Sammy Shama in the first half looked good. But I saw from the stats, not so much in the second. What do you think about their team? Like, do you think this, like, are they not a team that you fear, or it was just you dominated through and through?
So I think they have a very balanced team. They really do. But the thing is that they have the whole Simon Mula issue where you could back up a little and play some help D. And if you come out aggressive against them, they tend to back down and shy away. They don't answer the aggressiveness with aggressiveness. They back down. And
Mhm.
that's what we did. We came out swarming D. I was taking Sonny, zero help. I was just following him everywhere. He didn't get a look the first half. And that's really we had the lead the entire game. Second half we came out, we hit 2 buckets and we blew open the lead from there.
But it really is crazy. They have like not just scoring, they have elite scoring on
Yeah.
every. So like Sonny Teddy could put up
Gurney
20,
Gurney was there.
Kearney and Shama 20. Like they could get it from anywhere. So it's definitely a scary team, and scary that you handled business in a pretty easy fashion, I would say.
Yeah, it wasn't so easy, but we didn't expect to come out scoring that easy. I told my team from the beginning, from yesterday, I said this is going to be a bunch of misses, a lot of rust in this game. Um, our defense needs to be on point from the first minute. And then our defense was there, and then we were hitting shots. I came out, I hit my first 3 shots. Jacob hit 2 huge threes. It was just clicking. So that's what
Awesome.
happened.
All right, Ryan, what game you want to talk about next?
Let's just go up the ladder. This was the one on the bottom, so we'll do the two really low scoring game. I mean, Team Jamal got a win, scoring 48. And if I told you that Jack Jamal was going to have 4 points and his team was going to score 48, would you think that he would get a win against Team Ian? Team Ian is a big, strong, tough team, and I think we played them week one, and my review of them back then was these guys are hard to beat. But you know what? Joe Casson didn't play, and
Yeah,
Joe
Casson
Casson I
didn't
think was a,
play, and they had Nuri
yeah,
instead of David Chaum, so it wasn't their complete squad.
wasn't their complete squad, but
So I went in the gym, just to see what was going on, and it was the first half, and I think Team Ian was up by like 12 points, and I of course made a comment like, Bobby Sulfur's such an idiot. Why would he go and play the first game and sub for Abeco and win for Abeco, and then he's going to be guessed the second game? And like I like wrote it off. Team Ian was going to win. And then it would like they put in the chat later that night that that team Jamal won, and it was and I was really shocked. But again, I think that it's hard to judge this team. Casson is awesome, and he's the one guard on this team. And even though Franco is a good sub, I don't think he brings what a fresh Casson brings to this team, and I think that they had trouble scoring there. And then apparently this guy David Chalem is like they call him Calvin Johnson because of his hops and ups. And even though Nuri's a great sub and a big body, I don't think he does what So I think this is just a little bit of an aberration.
yeah, yeah, I agree. I think full team, this you get a different result, and it could be that Bobby was a little bit gassed. Who knows? I mean,
The second I found out that Casson wasn't playing, I thought Team JJ was winning.
really.
He really is an X factor, that kid.
100%.
Not a great interview, but a great basketball player.
He was fine.
Perfect. He's much needed on that team.
By the way, the reason why we wanted you is because we had two rookies in a row, and this is our first week back. We needed to come back with a splash, and we know that anytime we get a guy of your status on a show, the ratings are going to be
After a 2 game winning streak.
after a 2 game winning streak, after a month off. We needed our viewership to go back to where it was after week one. So
I was waiting for you to like take out your dick and plop it on the desk, just to like to show us all who's boss. But whatever, it's fine. It's rated G, I guess.
That's coming soon.
All
But
right,
no more of this Dennis face of the league, Hecky. When I was 0-2, I couldn't say anything.
yeah, all right, you're done.
by the way, how do you know that wasn't a motivating speech? Who knows?
Come on.
Listen, Michael Jordan said that the way that he became awesome was that he took his weakest attribute and turned it into a strength. He drove left by the end of his career or the middle of his career better than he drove right because in the beginning of his career it was hard for him to go left. Anywhere that he had a little bit of a weakness, he would work on it so much that it would actually become a strength on the court. And if you're going to do the same thing, I mean, it's not you could retake that title very easily, very easily.
So Dave, as you're changing rooms,
Yeah.
Locations.
talk to me a little bit about you brought him up. You didn't like that little Dennis was the face of the league. Since being crowned the face of the league, he's 0-3. Talk to me about why you think he's struggling and why you don't think he's deserving of that. I mean, he won the league on a three in my face 2 seasons ago. Had the best team last season. Left with an injury. Lost in the semis. What about him? Don't you feel like he's warranted of that accolade?
So I think everyone learned his game already. It's overplaying. Toby is playing phenomenal.
Fountain of youth.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. 20 points
Sick.
a week. I didn't expect that. I thought they were actually going to lose more like bigger games, but Toby's stepping up big. This team just doesn't have enough firepower. They have good defense, but when they played us week one, Eddie Jamal went off, and
Yeah.
and he hasn't done anything since then. So,
I think that it's weird. I do think that Team Dennis and Team Edco need to make a trade because they both have pieces. They're just not flowing together.
Did you hear about the trade that was proposed?
No. Is that fair for
Boy,
is
I'm
it
the only non-captain. I'm only non-captain in this. Yeah, but it's my show, so come on. I'm
is
one
it
of the
it,
hosts.
it might be like a HIPAA violation. Is there like
It might be.
confidentiality?
I don't know if I can say it on this.
Say it. Say it.
No, is it
Well,
proposed or
well,
is
I'll
it
edit
done
it
or
out
is it
after.
No, it was between Dennis and Ed, but they happened to ask me what I think of the trade. So if nobody
I
else knows
think
about
I think you can't
it, I
say it
can't.
out loud because once there's opinions on it, it could ruin the deal.
And you want
Unless
to know something? I said walking out. I forgot who I was walking out with. Mersh maybe of the gym yesterday because we played each other. I said I think this is the last time I'm going to be wearing this purple jersey on the way out. I don't know necessarily that I'm the one getting traded, but I know for sure that Edko's going to have to make a trade. I mean,
you have to.
what 0-4 team
I
is
said it
not
in
going to make
the
a
captain's
trade?
chat. I said it in the captain's chat. I said, Ed, you need to push the red button on this team. That's it.
Right. All right. Listen, I don't think anybody takes anything personally. I got traded 6 times just in one season alone last year. So just come on, we gotta pull it out of you at this point.
And you know what the scary thing?
I can blur the audio, by the way.
Don't do that. What's a scary thing, Dave?
That Edco's team is scary on paper.
I know.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. I for the life of me, I don't know how this team. I don't think this team broke 50 points once.
And I think that's their biggest problem. They keep
But
saying
they could score.
sucks, our defense sucks. But I told Rana and Jackie Deed, I was sitting on the bench with them last night. I said, your problem is not defense. You let people score, no problem. You guys cannot score. So you're focusing too much on defense.
Right.
You know,
it's true. I happen to agree with you. Offensively, it almost hurts. It almost hurts a team when you don't have a guy that's saying, I'm the best player on this team and I'm gonna take over and I'm gonna just like a team Teddy, for example. I mean, they scored 51, but Teddy himself, you were listing all of the guys that can put up 25 in any given game, yet they scored 51. I don't know if anybody wants, and I've said this
So
before.
is that the secret sauce of our team that we don't have anyone that could score 20 yet we score 67? I mean, Ellie Man is elite.
Ellie Man was so hot last night.
No, he's elite. How did you trade this guy? And also, I know that you don't like me as a person, and I know that, and I know that you don't root for my you
Oh,
Dave.
that's true, Ed.
You don't like me as a person, and you don't root for my success in life and on the court. I know that. I know that for a fact, and that's okay.
That's totally.
So, does it burn you up that I didn't know that I liked to play with Ellie Man, and you traded him to me last season, and I fell in love with this guy, and I had success with him last season. Not the success that we wanted, obviously, because we came 1 point short. But then having success this season, does it burn you up that you made the buzzra of me and Ellie Man that ultimately yielded to a lot of happiness for me?
I'm very happy that you're happy.
Really?
And like I said before, the chemistry just wasn't there for me and Ellie, and it's there for you and him. So good luck.
I mean, it's not there for me and him. It's there for him, and I just watch and go like, "Wow!" Like it's not like
You're a great leader because everyone on your team is playing the best that they have been playing.
because they know they have to. It's like when your back is against the wall, you always do the best, whether it's in business or when your back's against the wall.
They got to
My
do.
team, my poor team, their back's against the wall every single game because they don't have a captain that can hit a shot. So it's
So let's talk about your game. I mean, you guys basically blew out Team Dennis.
Before we go to their game, Rana, I just want to talk about your team for a second.
Okay.
In case there isn't any trade, what I've been watching so far is your offensive game plan is dump the ball to Edco in the low post. That's like the worst game plan you could have. He's a scorer when he's running off a pick and roll or when he's rebounding, high flying in. He's not a set scorer where he could just turn around and hit a fadeaway shot. He has that nice hook shot move where he scores off it, but that's not how
couple times a game.
That's not you're not going to get the best out of him that way.
So the thing about Edco is that he is a first-time captain. It's clear that he feels the pressure of being a first-time captain because, well, first of all, obviously, if everything clicked game one and we were just rattling off wins, it would be easy. But I think now that we lost at 2, 3, 4, I think he's really trying to find where the problem is so that he can fix the problem. But but I it's hard for me to talk really honestly openly about it because I don't think anyone on this team, including myself, is playing the way that they should be playing. Like I can go off for 10 minutes on each guy about all of the things that he's doing wrong, all of the things that they should be doing, all of the things that they could be doing. And so I can't. The blame doesn't lie with one person, right? It's literally all of us. And so
I don't understand why 2 Point JoJo does not touch the ball. And what I watch when I watch, I don't see. I mean, Yedid has the ability to be a difference maker on both sides of the ball. He runs. He's been doing nothing. 2 Point JoJo's been dormant. The ball is in Sammy's hands a lot, which that's his game, right? He's the point guard. He controls the pace. And I agree with Dave. I've seen the ball be dumped in and everyone just stand around and watch Edco try to cook. It just seems very stagnant.
So if everyone agrees that that's not the right um, uh, game plan and that's not the right thing to do, nobody's saying it in the huddle and nobody's saying let's not do that anymore.
Mhm.
Why? Because whether or not they feel that way, whether or not I feel that way, I'm not saying one way or another, but whether or not they feel that way, they're saying he's the captain, and so we're trying to uh, take his lead on this. And if he really feels that this is ultimately he's the one that's gonna say, okay, well, if he doesn't make the playoffs, he's not gonna be captain next season, and so he has the most to lose being a first time captain. Nobody wants to lose, but if he comes into the huddle and says, guys, get me the ball and let's facilitate through me, maybe somebody should step up and say, no, we're not going to do that. You go here, you go there, but nobody's being vocal enough to say, let me take over, give me the ball every time. You asked the wrong question. Why is JoJo not touching the ball? The question could be asked, why is JoJo not demanding the ball and telling everybody to get the hell out of the way?
Because I mean this one-on-one thing is not going to work. Like it
No,
has to.
not one on one,
And
not one on
JoJo's
one,
not. Yeah.
but similar to Ellie Man, where he gets the ball and he now gets to dictate the offense, and he's good enough where he can go to the basket if he feels that there's a mismatch or an
So
exploit.
I think that, and unfortunately, I don't mean to cut everyone off. I just think we're spending too much time on a team that's no longer going to be together.
Like I'm playing now with Jacob and Roditi, who are I would say some type of a Bobby Sofer style player, and it's just amazing. I never had a team like that. Like I never played with people like that. Sammy Fallis needs to be a captain next year.
Maybe it's going to happen. Let's
He
see.
thrives when he's the alpha.
Yeah, maybe.
Can I just, because if I don't, I'm going to get a voice note.
Go ahead.
Sauce is unbelievable.
Oh,
So
we didn't speak about
just
your
want everyone, no,
Bye,
I just want
bye.
everyone to know, Sauce has been coaching from the sidelines, coming in, doing his thing.
Yeah,
This
agreed.
guy, by the way, so you want to know who the X factor is? It's Sauce, but and I'm being, I know you guys are laughing. I'm actually being serious. The guy's fucking, he's unbelievable. I honestly like I I used to look forward to Thursday night, date night with the wife. Hopefully you get lucky afterwards. Then you have the weekend. It's very nice. Now on like Thursday, I'm miserable because it's just so far away from Wednesday. Um, you know, so
I
and
hear that.
how's Sauce's text after Wednesday night league win?
dude, it's not a text. I don't think he knows how to write. It's all voice notes. I'm spending 17 minutes a day listening to Sauce's broken English and
It
Abus.
is all voice notes. I can
It's all
confirm
it's,
that
it's all
Sauce
voice
loves
notes. It's the
voice notes.
whole
He loves
thing.
them.
And it's like, and he's like talking to himself. It's not like a thought. It's the what do we play? I don't know. I think what we do is we like he's going on these,
Yeah.
but the truth is, at the end of it, by minute four, I'm ready to run through a brick wall. I love it. I love him. I love him.
So Ed, now that we're 4 games into the season, who do you think you're losing to? Because you're four, and which team are you? Do you not
So
want
so
down?
I think that I think that every single team in the league, I genuinely think every single team in the league has a chance to win the whole thing. Like I don't think there's one except APCO, not APCO. And then Edco's team on paper, I still think should win, but I think that the data says that they won't, right? Dennis's team, I think, has problems because you're getting 20 a night from from Toby. Toby played sick last night, didn't miss, fountain of youth, and they're 1-3. So I think those three teams probably don't have a chance to win the finals. But you look at the other teams. You look at Teddy's team, which we spoke about. You look at JJ's team, who I fucking love. Um, you look at your team now, which I think that you're the favorite and the runner to win it all. And I think the second best team is Ian because especially come playoff time, the big brute defensive teams are always the one that like I think that we're 4-0 and I'm very happy to be 4-0, but I don't think that we're the favorite to win the whole thing. I think we have good team chemistry. I think we have guys that can score, but there are a lot of really, really good teams in the league. I would say that you're probably the favorite to win it all, with
So
Ian in second.
when do you think you get your first loss? That's my question.
Oh, when do I think we get our first loss?
Yes.
Um, I think whenever I play you next.
No, you played us already.
I know. So when we spin the wheel, I always fucking get you. Every time I spin the wheel, your fucking name pops up.
Okay.
And that's what I think it'll be. But I do think it could be next week. It could be any given week.
Which three teams haven't you played yet?
We haven't played Edco, Abeco,
Oh wow.
and Ian. So I think that the Ian game is going to be a tough.
Okay, so I think by default that answer has to be if a full Ian team shows up between
Yeah,
the three teams he just mentioned, and
yeah.
assuming that he's going to beat the four teams he already beat, it has to be Team Ian, right?
So
I don't know if you guys saw, but I sent a text saying, send in your questions and comments, right? For you.
okay.
We only got two, so I guess people were busy today. But one of them's very interesting, and I think that the rabbis teach us that whoever chases kavod doesn't get it, and whoever runs away from kavod, the kavod chases him. So I think now is the opportunity for the kavod to catch up to you. You ready for this comment?
He doesn't need fucking kavod, this guy. If any,
Well,
is
well,
good.
Is this directed to me or to
Yeah,
directly
it's
to you.
definitely not to me, Dave.
No, directly to you, Dave.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay, I don't know who's. By the way,
What is-
this is just forwarded from Esmo, so Esmo knows who sent it. I do not.
By the way, I know who sent it because I spent time with him today, and he's like, "Are you going to bring up my question?" I was like, "What's your question?" And he told it to me. I was like, "Absolutely, I'm not going to bring it up, but go do it. You already did the rabbi and the things."
I
Go.
only got two. I only got two.
Okay.
One was a question that had to do with who does Davida have to say? What does Davida have to say to those who say he paid off Apco to make the trade? Okay,
That's a great
I don't know who
question.
sent that. I don't know who sent that. But what do you have to say to people who do say you paid him off?
I answered it already.
You answered it already. You don't have to. You don't have to.
I think he did a great job getting Sammy Fallis.
Right. Okay. So step away from basketball for a second. The second one was not a question. It was a comment. The league does not know this, but Davida spends a lot of time on charity. He works very hard on making weddings for people. He's on the phone all day negotiating with caterers. I think that is a beautiful thing. And, just to get serious for a second, I'm sure a lot of people don't know it, and they should. And so this is an opportunity to shout you out for something that you probably don't require a shout out for, but it's nice to do it anyway.
I don't spend my whole day on it, but I do spend a lot of my day on it.
Not obligated to spend your whole day on it.
It's a charity that Matan Baseted. I'm sure a lot of people know about it.
Okay, give a website or something. Maybe people want to send some money to it. Why not? Plug it.
Where I will send the link for sure.
Okay.
That's awesome. It really is awesome, and I actually I like to vilify you as the cocky prick that you are, but it is nice to know that, and I know that you're a great human deep down. I try to like keep that separate from the show and the league, but it really is.
Not as bad as I appear to be.
I know, and that's what hurts me even more. That you're actually. I always said this. Like I genuinely love you. Like I try to hate you, but you're a good dude. So but it is a great accolade, and definitely share the link.
Thank you.
Okay, I have a quick game. Let's play a quick game. You know what? Hold on a second. Let's switch gears for a second because we've been doing games. And so the Knicks season started last night. They won. good win against the Cavs. But there was something I've been wanting to bring up for a long time, for like 4 weeks or 5 weeks since it happened. Are we all? Is everybody in this Knick fans, or what are we?
I'm
No,
definitely a Knick fan.
you're a Knick fan. Okay.
I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan.
Carmelo Anthony made it into the Hall of Fame like a month and a half ago, right? My question is, the question is not, does he deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, in your opinion? Because nobody can really answer that question because there's no set criteria for the Hall of Fame. My question is, do you feel that his stint with the Knicks was considered successful?
Yes,
Okay, why?
because he put New York somewhat back on the map. We got a superstar. We had Stoudemire first, but when Melo came, it was something different about the Knicks. It was no more Raymond. We had Felton and Landry Fields. Remember that team? Shit team.
So normally I like to play devil's advocate, but in this situation, I genuinely disagree because he spent 7 years with the Knicks and he missed the playoffs. I mean, the result was the same as if we had Raymond Felton and whoever else. The result was the same. Nothing changed.
Right.
Steven, I agree with you. I think Melo is the most overrated player in the history of the league. I think he sucks. He was a good shooter. He did nothing. He didn't make his teammates better. He played no defense.
By the way,
He's a loser.
I looked this up, and the stats say that he wasn't a good shooter. He was a 44% field goal on 20 field goal attempts, and he hit 8 throughout the regular season on the Knicks. 8 out of 20. And of the 3 years that he did make the playoffs, he lost in the first round twice.
I think he got
my question is, if you give 25 shots a game to an NBA player, what percentage of NBA players will not score 20 points? If you told anybody in the NBA, you must shoot 25 shots, how many of them are going to end with 25 points?
All of them.
20 points, because that's what he did.
No, you think all of them shoot 50% from the field?
No, I think that between threes, between free throws, if you put up 20 shots a game, you should get 20 points in the NBA.
And his playoff percentage dropped to 40%. He was hitting 10 out of 25 shots in the playoffs. He's a super inefficient scorer. He doesn't make anybody around him better. He was a ball stopper. He was a chucker. He was like a decent rebounder, but like for a guy who's 6'9", how could you not be? So anyway, I have the stats because I wanted to bring this up.
You asked if we thought that your question wasn't if we thought he should make it to the Hall of Fame or not. Not
true.
Time in New York a success. And I just want to bring up that game. I think it was on a holiday, maybe Shavuot or something. They played against Chicago. You remember how hot he was? We came back hitting 3 after 3 after 3.
Scored 62 or something like that.
Yeah. And the place, you just got to see someone of that caliber who maybe didn't do it often, but can do it. Just brought something,
J.R. Smith scored 50 points once, and
the only good part of his tenure was the "I'm Coming Home" song and video. That gave me chills. I'm not even
which ended after the first minute before.
Yeah, I know but that was the same thing for me as a Jet fan. My best moment was Aaron Rodgers running out with the flag on 9/11, and then tore his Achilles the next play. So
immediately.
It's
okay. So just final question. I'll drop this topic, but final question, because obviously I disagree. Genuine, think about the percentage. If you told every single person in the NBA you have to shoot 25 shots this game or throughout the whole season, how many of them would score 20 points?
I don't know. It's just a guess. Just to guess something.
What's your guess? 25 shots. NBA player, you see the box scores. This guy shot 9 for 12.
I would say 75%.
75% could do what Melo did,
100%.
given the same amount of shots. Okay, I think I rest my case. First of all, let's do the behind the jersey number. What jersey number do you pick every year?
So now I pick 1 every year.
Okay, but what's the reason behind that?
1? What's the reason?
Number 1.
I'm the alpha.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah.
what now?
Talk
And what
about
was it? What did
talk
you?
about a guy that doesn't like chasing kavod.
Listen, there's chasing kabod, and then there's stating facts. And
Perfect.
I love that.
Perfect answer. That's a perfect answer.
I love that.
but in high school and Maccabee, everything, my number was 10.
And where's that from? BJ Armstrong?
Actually, it's not based after everyone. It was my brother used to be 25, I think, but that was not for a while. And then my cousins were all 5, and so I couldn't get 5. I wanted to be 5 on Mag and David. I couldn't get it, and
Double.
they had 10, so I just took 10.
Okay.
No, nothing behind it.
Okay. Rapid fire.
I do love Sammy Shama's thought of having numbers like 370. Like, I love that. That's
I
cool.
didn't like that. I don't like that. That was weird to me. But
No opinion.
51, I don't want to see 51 on a jersey.
Dennis Rodman was 91, I think.
91. Yeah.
Okay. Rapid fire questions. What's your favorite thing about our league?
My favorite thing about our league is that everyone is like it's one big family. This league really is. That's how I look at it. I love everyone in the league. I show up early. I show up to the 7:45 games when it's 8:45, just to see people. That's
You
really.
do, by the way, and I love that any game I'm at, you're there.
Yeah.
It's like you're in it, you live it, you're like
I
you
love
you really do.
outs. Just seeing people.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Good. Do you think you're gonna? This is a separate question on our list. Do you think that you're ready to take over the reins when Toby decides to move on as commissioner? I mean, you're the obvious choice.
I'm definitely ready to help. I think what we have now in plans is pretty good. Irani, Esmo. It's pretty. It's in the right direction.
Okay, good. All right. What was your favorite
With
thing?
Toby dropping 20 every game, we ain't going
Yeah,
anywhere.
rejuvenation. You're right. He's going to LeBron's doctor. Who knows
Yeah.
what's happening? What's your least favorite thing about the league?
My least favorite thing about the league has got to be the blue gym. I hate the blue gym.
Interesting. Okay.
I love the Blue Jays.
I hate that blue gym. Irani loves it, but I hate
I love it.
I don't mind it either. We spoke about this last week.
Yeah.
I'm less out of breath. There's no reason for me to hate it, other than that mildew smell. But
it. My second thing is that we have stats that are inaccurate. So either get it done right or don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I don't know how we would do this show without even inaccurate stats. Do you have a pregame routine? And if so, what is it?
I do. I show up early. First, I stretch at home. Then I show up early. I'll take 10 layups on the left side, on the right side, 10 layups on the left side. And then I'll just I have my drink that I make every week. Not an alcoholic drink, an energy drink.
Can you share the contents of that energy drink?
You told me later. I'll give it.
Oh, really? Will you make me one for next game?
Sure, for sure.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
Just not the game you play in.
Yeah, and then I just want to get warm.
Good. What is your favorite basketball move?
Oh, that's a tough one. I think it's got to be getting in the low post, fading off the bank.
I would say my least favorite move of yours, which would be my favorite move if I could do it, is when you just run 48 billion thousand miles an hour, put your body in front of everyone, and then just suspend in air, even though you should be behind the basket and lay it up perfectly as your balls are dunking in my face. So like that would be that's my least favorite, but it would be my favorite if I could do it to someone else.
One thing about a move like that is the first, unfortunately, that is the first skill that goes. The being able to run and then kind of just like stop on a dime and let all the other defenders go past you. As you get older, that's the first thing to go. I don't know why the knee tendons don't like allow you to do it. But
speaking about moves, there was a tournament that we played in the summer. I was 16. And I was coming out. I was, hot at the time. And I play you, Rana, at um, that court on Brighton, Jamal Court. You know it?
I don't even know what you're referring to, but yeah, go ahead.
Playing in the tournament, and it's a game, and Rana's, obviously the best at the time, and I'm trying to stop him. And you're coming down full court, and you just went like this: 1, 2, finger roll, just right at me. And I picked up that move since that day.
Really? Wow.
Wow.
And I'm unstoppable at that move now. So.
Yeah. Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
It's a good one. I mean, you go over the defender's head. So there's nowhere.
Home and just.
Yeah.
So Rana gave you advice to help you. Rana gave you a move when you were 16 years. You owe the guy dinner or something.
I learned from the people who were better than me.
That's what the great ones do. You don't try to reinvent the wheel. You just try to make a better mousetrap. Do you have a least favorite move? What was Sammy's answer? The flop or something?
Push in the back. It was a great
push.
answer.
Oh, when you're going up for the rebound, the push. Do you have a least favorite move?
A least favorite move that I do, or at least
in general, a basketball move that you don't like, that people do.
Yeah,
whatever.
I don't like when I'm trying to make my move and then I get the hand check, because the refs are not calling that foul, but it really,
so
basically the Eddie Shrem special.
The Eddie, exactly.
What's your favorite sport other than basketball?
There is nothing besides basketball.
Basketball is life. There you go.
Answer.
There's nothing besides basketball.
Who's your favorite NBA player ever? And I'm adding one because I feel like everybody's just going to say Michael Jordan. I'm adding one to who's your favorite NBA player playing now?
Right now, it's Giannis. I love it.
Still.
Great. Still. I don't know if you watched last night. The guy was unbelievable.
What about all-time not Jordan?
All-time.
Oh, that's a good one.
I think my biggest fan growing up was Allen Iverson.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're like 6 inches taller than him, by the way.
Yeah.
Not about that. I would walk around with the finger bands with number 3.
Yeah.
I had everything, Iverson. So.
Okay, next. What is there one NBA rule that you would change if you could change the rule automatically?
I don't know how, but the endings of the games suck because of the timeout situation.
Uh-huh.
The last minute really takes 15 minutes, and I think that's what kills the viewership of the game.
Yeah.
Really? You're right. I don't like that either, but I don't know how to fix that.
They review everything.
They review everything.
It's terrible.
So, if it's a 5-point game, and then it just takes 15 minutes, it's not fun anymore.
Not fun. If you could steal one skill, I think you liked this question, Eddie, last time.
I love
if you
this
could
question.
steal one skill from someone else in our league, Wednesday Night League, what would it be and from who? From whom?
It would be, I know the move already because I'm trying to practice it like crazy. It would be just a pump fake, one dribble pull up from the mid range. And I think it would be from Jacob Seton.
Yeah, he's good. You're right. He's good at that.
He does do that very well.
He's a dynamic scorer. He could score in a lot of different ways.
He's shifty. That boy is shifty.
That guy once he gets to the middle, it's so easy.
Right. Because he has a lot of options. He's not predictable. Yeah. All right. After you retire from business,
Rana, I'm sorry to do this, but what would be the move that you would steal from someone?
That's a good question. I never even thought about it myself.
It's rapid fire, honey. You can't.
You're right. I'm sorry. I listen. I was wide open for 2 threes last night. I don't know if this is a move.
It's okay.
But I would love to just get my jump shot, my wide open 3-point jump shot more consistent. Because I front rim both of them.
Who would you take it from? Who do you want to shoot?
I feel like Abeco is a guy that if he has time, he's probably gonna hit that 3. I mean, now everybody knows what he's gonna do, so he has to shoot and while contact and falling and flopping, and so he doesn't get a lot of just straight up open looks. But I feel like going into the twilight years of my career, I'm probably gonna get a lot of situations where guys are just gonna leave me open, or I'm not gonna be the focus of the defense. The only way I can contribute is to get more consistent on that. But I don't know necessarily if it's a move. I mean, but that would be my answer. I would love to steal that consistent nailing that three from Apco. I would love it. Is that a good answer?
Great answer.
All right.
It's not really a move, but we'll accept.
No, it's fine. It's someone's superpower that he wants to take, and he wants to take.
I said steal. Yeah. So like, by the way, it's not a move. Oh, the question is, by the way, if you could steal one skill from someone, so he has that skill. I don't. I would take that happily. Last question. After you retire, what would you like people to remember most about your game?
I don't love this question. Just throwing it out there. But you can answer.
I have no plans of retiring, but if I had to choose something that I would want to be remembered on the court for, is that I make everyone else better. Okay. I like it. All right, that question is deleted. Will no longer be asking.
What's someone gonna say? What do we want to be remembered? I want to be remembered that I fucking cursed out the refs and everyone hated playing with me. Like, what the fuck are they gonna? Like, what are you supposed to answer to that?
Okay, hold on. So you know how I just said
I remember being a big dick.
Hold on. You remember how I just said I never thought of my answer to that stealing the skill one? The reason I put that question is because I actually thought of my answer to that question.
Sorry. So you want to answer it?
I'd love to answer it because it's going to be the last opportunity to answer it. And going back to the defenders and the handsy guys and all that stuff, and I go through this with Sunday morning. I play a lot of Sunday morning games, and it's just been happening a lot where if you get open or if you go by a guy, they're just straight up hacking you. And so for me, you can say I was good, I was great, I was whatever. But if I could be remembered for the guy that played with integrity,
clean, love it,
clean, meaning if they don't give 6 fouls so that you can hack somebody 6 times. I mean, you can use it that way. The reason they give you 6 fouls is because you have to try to go up and do your best to actually block the guy. And if you happen to mistakenly hit his hand, that's one thing. But to foul a guy on purpose and call yourself a good defender, that is not the integrity of the game. I mean, that's completely the opposite.
Is that a call out to your friend Eddie Shrem or no?
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, it's you can consider yourself a good defender, a bad defender. If somebody drives by me or if somebody does a great move, I'm going to do my best to do what I can to try to swat him. And if I don't, good move. That's it. There's no grabbing. There's no hitting you in the stomach when you're shooting. There's no putting my foot under you so you land on it. There's none of that. Basketball is not meant to be played that way. And that's it. I think we're at 40 or 50 minutes at the.
No, I think we're at a full hour, and I think people are going to be upset.
Don't worry, I'll edit.
Just one last thing before we go. Anything controversial? Anything you want to say? You want to tell the league to watch out? You're back. Like, give us a good soundbite. Like, if we had to clip this and do one TikTok of what this interview is about, what are you going to leave us all with?
I think we're here. Team Bawabeh is here. So
look at that fucking smile.
Are you going to tell us that trade rumor or what?
I can't say it. I can't. It's just not. It's not my. I can't say it.
All right.
I would.
Right. See, maybe we'll stop the recording.
That's a man that doesn't chase Kabbalah, but gets it. Love you guys.
Good job, everybody. Have a good day, night. Take it easy.